that led you to become a snake owner? Because there's not a lot of snake owners. So.
Oh yeah, no, you would be surprised.
Are there a lot that you?
Oh yeah, there was the reptile show at the fairgrounds this weekend.
Yes. Did you go?
Yeah, there was.
I went to the garden show. I didn't go to the reptile show.
Yeah, there was a ton of people out there just looking at different snakes, and they had spiders. I don't do spiders.
So what do snake people, how do they show interest initially?
Ever since I was a little girl, I loved frogs, toads.
You're a tomboy.
Lizards, yep. And I caught my first garter snake when I was about 6. So.
Just always liked snakes.
Yeah. Yep.
That's always not a usual thing, I don't think.
No.
My sisters didn't like snakes. They were not.
No. We just have a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun with them.
Well, very cool. The tail doesn't taper off as much as I thought it would.
It's pretty blunt.
It's pretty blunt.
Yep.
Some of the smaller variety snakes I've encountered have a lot more tapering on their tail, pointier.
Yeah, there's people out there there's ones that are $1,000 just because they have this normal head and the rest of them is milk white.
And that's a very rare.
That's a rare, it's crossbreeding and fooling with genetics and stuff like that, but yeah.
So that's the natural color here.
Yeah, he's pretty much normal.
Are they bred and then they're always in captivity? Is that what the...
yeah, he was bred here and I got him from a breeder in Republic years ago.
Would it be something that would have to be trained in any way if it was caught in the wild as a pet?
Oh,
do they have a different temperament?
They do have a different temperament. If they're little, you could probably make it work, but...
But they definitely don't like to be around humans if they're in the wild?
Oh, probably not. Most likely, yeah.
Hear stories about people getting choked.
Yeah.
Or squeezed.
Yep. I don't, I think it's crazy to get a snake that's gonna have the potential to eat you. You know, at a later time, you know, as he gets big.
Are people generally asking the same questions when they get to retirement age about their insurance, or?
You know, it varies from person to person. Some people have no idea what's next around the corner once they reach Medicare age. So they don't know, they don't understand what parts A and B and what C and D, and do they do a med supplement? Do they stay with original Medicare? Do they get a Medicare Advantage plan? Each client is unique. And so I do what we call fact finding and go over some things and learn about them and get to know them and what they want and what their concerns are. And if, you know, if health problems, you know, pop up, then we deal with those too and make sure that they stay in network with their doctors. And, you know, because that's a big concern with folks. They don't want to change doctors. They want to keep their doctor. And then there's the prescription coverage of the donut hole and the coverage gap and, you know, the catastrophic coverage. And that's quite, could be detrimental to a client's sense of security, because, you know, there's drugs out there that cost quite a bit of money, and once they hit the donut hole, they're responsible for 25%.
What is the donut hole?
The donut hole is where when you spend X amount of dollars during the year for your prescriptions, the cost of the prescription that you pay and the part that the drug company or the Medicare prescription plan pays. And then once you reach that amount, then you go into the coverage gap or the donut hole. And and you're in the donut hole until you reach another X amount of money, which I think it's like $6,300 and some change. And that's, you're paying 25% of the retail cost yourself. So you have to pay that up to that point, and then once you're out, then you pay a whole lot less. But that hitting that donut hole could be very detrimental. It could mean, do I really want to pay this much money for this prescription, or do I want to pay my light bill?
Are there any retiring people that you're not able to help with health insurance?
No, usually most people who are ready for retirement. Let's say they want to retire before 62, but they're not eligible for Medicare. I can help them with that as well through the marketplace or some other short-term medical plans that would suit them until they reach the age of Medicare, which is 65.
So Medicare is for anyone?
Medicare is for anyone who qualifies and who has worked 40 quarters in their lifetime, which is 10 years. Okay. And then if you're married and the wife hasn't worked, then she can be eligible through her husband. So it's offered, you know, she would be eligible through her husband.
And you said they qualify, is it financial or medical, or how do they qualify besides the work history?
It is qualify work history, and then if, like I said, the husband has worked enough and they've been married long enough, then they could qualify for Medicare that way. Okay. And then under 65, if you've worked the 40 quarters and you become disabled and you're on Social Security disability, you have to be on Social Security for 24 months. The 25th month you become eligible for Medicare. So it's not just for people 65.
There's something that people don't understand about Medicare, but they probably should know when before they get that age. What's one thing they should know?
One thing they should know is that Medicare does not pay all the expenses. There are co-pays, there are deductibles, you have a lifetime maximum that you can be in the hospital. So Medicare pays 80%. And then you're responsible for the 20%, but what they also a lot of people don't know is that there's no maximum out-of-pocket expenses. So the sky's the limit. If you have $2 million in a year, you're still going to be paying that 20% regardless of how much you pay out of pocket. So that's why those supplemental plans or the Medicare Advantage plans are ideal, because it helps with those extra costs. Now he'll probably do a couple of laps and then go back underneath the log.
What's going on with health care for anybody now?
Healthcare, right now we're under an executive order for there's a special election period from February 15th through May 15th. And what that means is if you missed open enrollment during the fall last year, you are eligible to sign up and get health insurance. So that's important for those that, you know, really wasn't sure how to apply, who just missed it because of whatever, because of COVID. You know, what's great is that I can do a lot of work over the phone, virtually, so I can help all those people, or those people who need the assistance in navigating the marketplace. Or if marketplace isn't a good fit for them, then another type of health insurance plan, a short-term medical or some catastrophic coverage that will get them through a bad time.
What was the worst job you've ever had?
Oh my gosh. Worst job I ever had was McDonald's when I was a teenager. Yeah. The best job, I love what I do right now. It's the best.
So what do you say? What you do? You represent a certain company? How do you describe your work?
Okay, so I work for HealthMarkets Insurance Agency, and we are a insurance distribution company. So what that means is I have several different companies that I'm associated with. So I can do all the shopping around. I don't have one product or one company that I have to sell. I have many. So what we do, we just go through and do the fact finding, get to know you, see what's best fit for you, and stay within your budget. And you know, it's a really good thing because I do all the work for you. I don't charge a fee for my services. So if you decide you don't want anything I've got to sell you, that's okay. I'm not looking to make a sale. I'm looking to have a new client.
This is Johnny Rooster Live, and we talk to people in different places. And what I found out about an insurance agent, LeeAnn Miller, is that she and I went to the same little college.
Yes, we
It's kind of weird. It was at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think it's odd that we didn't know that, because it's a smaller school and it's at the same time.
Yeah, crazy.
And you lived on campus. I had a lot of time there. You didn't stay the whole time.
No.
You were there in what, 4 semesters?
Yes, 4 semesters.
2 years.
Yeah.
What's one thing about, well, it's Evangel College, now it's university. It's a unique school. It's a church-funded school, but it catches students from all over the country. A lot of state schools have more of a regional appeal, but this one got people from driving coast to coast because it was connected to their church.
Right, and out of the country as well. We had a lot of foreign students.
Was there one thing at Evangel that you decided you wanted to do something more? Like you're getting out of high school, you're going into this. What did you do after college, after Evangel?
After Evangel, I met my husband, and we got married, and we had 4 children, and so it kind of put school on the back burner.
Did you meet him there, or was it some other?
No, it was at home on summer vacation.
So moving on from Evangel was because you had met your husband and got started a family, and things were going a different direction.
Yeah, exactly.
So it wasn't because it's like, oh, I just lost interest. You just had a different life.
Yeah, had a different life.
There you go. Well, what's another thing that you would say defines who you are as a person related to, let's say, as a person? Some people, anything goes. Some people are really rigid on their rules for life. Do you have any code you live by?
Oh, yes. My relationship with God is the most important thing in my life, and I want to project that through my dealings with everybody I come across, everybody I meet, all my clients, and my integrity is like gold. So I want to always do the right thing for my client, as I should as an insurance agent. Unfortunately, there are some out there that don't care, and they just want to make that paycheck. I want to make a paycheck, but it's not the most important thing to me. Getting to know my clients and getting to know what they need, and if I can sell them something, great. If I can't, that's okay too. I've made a new friend.
Great. How long have you been an insurance agent? I
have been an insurance agent going on 7 years now. Prior to that, I was in management at Walmart for 19.5 years. So
What Walmart?
I worked at several Walmarts here in town from time to time. I worked at Bolivar a couple of times. I worked at Kansas and I-44 store. I worked in Marshfield. Did my training, management training at
Probably
Nixa.
saw you at Walmart.
You probably saw me at Walmart.
Probably pretty much everybody will see you at Walmart eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you wear the blue smock?
I wore the blue smock for a time, and we went through different dress codes and all that, but yeah.
I'm trying to picture you with a little radio on your hip or something.
Oh, radio and a big bulky keys and my name tag,
yep.
and run around like a chicken.
There you go.
Yep.
So you're used to working with people.
I'm used to working with people, and one thing that taught me was customer service is the utmost important thing, and client service, and just treating people how you would want your parents to be treated. You know, I feel like that's a big deal. I have a lot of Medicare clients, and that's my sweet spot. I love working with folks. I love the challenge of trying to find something that's better suited for them, save them some money if I can in the long run, and that's my goal. If I can help somebody, I just get so much joy out of that.
Do it.
Come on. Just don't look at my feet, because I got slippers on.
That's funny.
You wanna go play? You wanna go play? You wanna go play? You wanna go play? Yeah, she's made a mess in my yard. I gotta... You ready? Go get it.
What was your dog decision? Is it because your husband, or you just had this idea it's time for a dog?
Well, I I had my son's girlfriend had puppies and she was just giving them away, and so we got Rusty. Come on. We got her when she was a puppy. And my other dog I had, she was 15 and we had to put her down. So
you had a dog anyway?
Yeah, I already had another dog.
Was it a Doberman?
Nope, it was a little Jack Russell Terrier.
So this is a different kind of dog here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You ready? You ready? You ready? Ready?
Do you like to go places and somebody has to watch the dog, or does that come up very often?
I go visit my son in Arkansas quite a bit, and so we leave her with my daughter.
Yeah. So you have a daughter close by?
Yes, I have a daughter close by.
That solves that.
4 children, 15, 16 grandkids.
That's a lot of birthdays.
That's a lot of birthdays, yes.
So how many boys and how many girls on the grandkids?
Oh, let's see. They're half and half.
Good split.
8 and 7.
Wow.
Yeah. So 8 boys, 7 girls.
And they live, some of them close and some of them?
Some of them live close. Some live in Arkansas. Some live in Kansas City. And some live in Branson. And so, but most of them are close by.
You gonna help your kids with their insurance needs too?
Oh, absolutely, when I can. Most all my grandkids have life insurance policies, and I think that's so important. Life insurance is another important thing. Rusty, get your toy. Get your toy. Get your toy. Get it.
You're just gonna stare at the camera?
She's just so regal.
Yeah.
Get it. Get it.
Good to go.
Get it.
I'll make you move. There's no problem making you move.
So
you jumpy thing.
She's so crazy.